All right, all right. Tuesday morning. No, wait a minute. It's Wednesday morning. It's oil report day. So, got to figure nobody's getting behind the market before 10:30. So it might be a little choppy before 10:30. But in the news, what are we looking at? Some earnings and some beats. Lululemon double sales by 2026. A lot of optimism. IBM, three reasons why the market rallied on a day it had no business doing so. This guy Kramer. Hey, I remember probably about a year or two ago, Kramer was carrying on that the oil industry is done. Anybody buying oil stocks is done. Done. I mean, it was so definitive. I think I would be embarrassed to make those decisions. And I was buying the shit out of ExxonMobil at the time. And normally I ignore all of this stuff, but I was starting to take it personal. And I like listening to the guy. I mean, I know the guy from back in the early 90s. And I mean, I like listening to him. I like the character he's created on the screen. I mean, I remember when he was running hedge funds, and they would interview him on occasion on CNBC, and he was just out of his mind. It was a lot of fun to watch. But anyway, he makes these statements because now he's not really a trader. He's not an investor. He's an entertainer. So he has to keep everybody coming back, and he makes these outlandish or definitive statements, and it's just amazing. So yeah, he was calling for ExxonMobil to be done. I think ExxonMobil was at like $40 back then, and I was putting it away. I think it's 86, 87 right now. So anyway, you take it with a grain of salt what he says, or what anybody says. You should be doing your own homework. So today, what do we got? Existing homes at 10 o'clock. That's what everybody's going to be looking at, and they want to see home sales. You know what? A little slowdown in home sales isn't going to hurt anybody. And then we got a couple of Feds going to try to talk down the market today, especially after yesterday's rally. So we're going to hear about those 3/4 percentage point increases or those 1 percentage point increases. And the thing of it is everybody's getting antsy and saying they're doing too little, too little, too little. But the reality is that whatever they do now, we're not going to feel for another year. So the market inching up right now is not indicative of their actions or what they should do. Yeah, it's getting aggressive and it's out of it. It's getting a little out of hand, but it does not mean that if they start hitting it with 75 basis points right now, it's going to have an effect. So I don't know. It's rhetoric. The next interest rate hike should be May 4th. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to say they're gonna do 25 basis points, and I'd like to see them just be consistent on the 25 basis points, tighten up the balance sheet, and just keep going forward. But they may hit us with the 50. I really don't know. But either way, just trade accordingly and be cautious. Today, 10:30, we get the EIA oil, and after that, the traders start paying attention to the market, and that's probably what you're going to see. So what I'm looking at is the futures, and the daily is actually pulling a flag, a bull flag. If we close like this today, then we get a nice bull flag tomorrow. But it's way too soon to predict that. We're challenging the high of yesterday on the futures right now, right now, and the high on the futures is 467. We're at 460. Hopefully that doesn't break because that's going to be a nice setup. We could watch those futures after the open of the market and be able to play that break of the high, and that'll be a nice setup. Right now, I think the futures are up like 2.5 or so. So fair value. So, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So what? So that's it. We'll probably open flat today. I'd like to see that. I hate when we open up with a gap and we miss that run. I want to get in on that run. So we open up flat today. We'll look for that break of the high, get in on that run. How's our BTC doing? Um, it's doing pretty good. I mean, it's staying. Look at this, man. It's just amazing. It's staying within this consolidation pattern. It broke through it. That's basically a run on stops. When you break a trend line like that and turn around, market makers just rip right through. Got all these stop orders right here, and then turned around, took it up. So did a run on stops. Looks like it's rolling over. I'm going to look for a double bottom and maybe another entry. Um, we talked about it. You should have been buying right here. You might have lost confidence when it broke, but I mean, I'm kind of bullish on it, even though short term it could be a little bearish. But I like the momentum. It's turning right now. I mean, this is it. You know, if we break this again, then we're probably going down here, tagging this. But I'm going to buy a little more right here. I think all the height rakes are in the market, in the price of the S&P and the price of BTC. So I'm looking to put some stuff away. I think that we're going to move up a little bit throughout the summer. I don't think we're going to be breaking new highs, but I think we'll be testing the highs, and that's what I'm kind of positioning myself for, and looking for those opportunities. So, well, let's take a look at the 10-year and see what that's doing. That baby needs to retrace a little bit. Oh, look, we got a little double top on the 30. So we could watch that. Watch that for a break. If it doesn't break, then the entry would be right down here. So you could kind of consider this a pennant. If you want to be aggressive, you can enter right here, or you could take your shorts on interest rates, or go long bonds, buy TLT. TBT would be the short, TLT would be the long in an ETF. So just taking the break of this low right here, of this low on the 30-minute. The daily still looks pretty positive, though. You got a divergence on the 240s. You got a divergence on the 60s. Yeah, I'd say that'd be a good entry right there. A good long on bonds, or a short on interest rates, whatever vehicles you're using to play that. And I'm not going to go through everything else. I haven't decided if I'm going to stream today or not. It's distracting. I mean, I made a ton of money yesterday because I wasn't streaming, and I mean, I just what I'm getting out of the market is a lot less when I do stream. But what I did yesterday was, let's see. I think I left it on the chart. I was trading the 1 minute chart, and there it is, baby. There it is. We made that high and traded down, and I took the break of that little trend. It looked like it was trending down. So once we trended up, I was going to take the break on this bar here, bouncing off of this 50 period, or this 200 period rather. But I figured I would just wait and see if it broke that trend, made a high, and there it is. And it took off right here. It was sweet, and got 100 off on my first contract, my first third. Got 200 a contract on my second third, and then I just kept trailing the pivots, and I got knocked out right here. Think. So it was a nice run. It was a good 40-point run. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Not bad, not bad. Actually, that sounds heavy. I think I got like 1,100 a contract, or 1,000 a contract on the list, or 1,250. I try not to count my money. It's kind of bad luck, so I just do it in my head. At the end of the month, I do my math. I know if I'm up or down, and then I figure out at the end of the month how much I've done. Unless I'm analyzing my trading, I like to try to capture 80% of a move. And if I feel like I'm off, then I sit back, I look at my trades, I look at my entries, my strategies, figure out why I'm not capturing that 80%. A lot of time I know why. I just get bored or get antsy and squeeze my stop and get knocked out. But when I'm focusing on it, trying to master my trade, then I could sit back and analyze each transaction. So anyway, hey, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. I appreciate your patience. I know I'm a little haphazard and things are getting random these days, but just trying to figure out which way I want to go on this channel. Um, it it is a little distracting, and I am a trader. I'm not an entertainer. So I may just do these updates and focus on the trading. Anyway, everybody be calm and cool. Be at peace when you trade. I appreciate you stopping by. Subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, and maybe I'll see you at about 9:25.